We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 56 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. They'll get a first down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 40 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Now Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Prescott. Open man right side, it's Lamb. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A give to Elliott. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Prescott off play action. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? this could cost him.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 77 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40, and all the way up to the 46. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Elliott. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Off the play fake, Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. C.D. Lamb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A first down throw, Darnold. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, nifty juke. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go to Elliott again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 181 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A first down throw for Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Darnold on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Micah Parsons in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. For a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
221 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. They find some open field here. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 34. It's a gain of 34.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Jarwin. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Darnold now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Back to throw, Darnold. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. But that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Oh, Zeke with a quick feed. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wade through.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Play action. It's Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On 1st down, Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. Darnold on 3rd down.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. On first down, it's Darnold. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back?